Howdy, folks. Pooch is here. Pretty is in there dealing with the dogs, jacking with the dogs. She had to run and go get the Pooches some food real quick because they were about to go on an involuntary hunger strike. And you know what that means? That means there wasn't no chow, no chow to put in their bowl. But Pooch has got his HTO. Proud sponsor of HTO, unofficial sponsor of Pretty and Pooch. Had to wet my whistle down with some of this sweet tea because I don't know if you folks have ever seen this stuff or if you've ever had this stuff. Peanut butter brittle, old fashioned, hand dipped. Man, let me tell you. I look forward to this stuff coming out. It's usually out all year round, but it's really out aplenty around Christmas time. And this thing comes plumb full with layered from top to bottom with peanut brittle about the size of that lid right there. And I mean from top to bottom. And you can tell there ain't much left in there because Pooch is threw down on this stuff. I've only had one bucket this year. Most of the time, Pooch will be eating two of them. But yeah, definitely had one. So that's pretty good stuff right there. I don't know why my phone's ringing over there, but I can't go get it. But I hope you folks are all doing well. We're sitting here tonight waiting and thinking we're going to get some snow. I think the snow's coming. It may not be as bad as what they say it was going to be. Pooch ain't too worried about it. It don't bother him there a bit. I can handle it. But we've prepped. We've prepped all day. We prepped ahead at the facilities to be ready for whatever. And you know what? Y'all know healthcare. Some of those folks that are there, they ain't going to be going home. We had to make accommodations for them people to get prepared to stay all night. Stay all night so they can cover their shift. And man, I wouldn't want to be on one of those shifts that's waiting to get covered because if you're stuck there, there's bound and determined to be somebody that's going to call in and say they can't make it. So that's leaving you there to cover that shift. Woo. But we're ready. And again, I don't think we're going to get all that much down here in the DFW area or not. But if it comes, it comes. I know you folks up north, all you folks up there in the northern area, Oklahoma, all the way out east, y'all probably going to get hammered. I think I heard somewhere between 11 to 20 inches. Dang, that's a lot of snow. And we're only expecting 1 to 3, I think. But you know, down here, once that snow hits the ground's still warm, and then it's going to get cold and freeze overnight. So that's going to put that thin layer of ice on the roads. We're out here in the country in the back roads, so they're less traveled. But I have seen TxDOT running around, pre-treating all of these roads, throwing all that there, see what they call it, brine, just to kind of prep to be ready for the ice to come. Now, we're probably going to get rain before we get any ice, but regardless, I think we're going to be ready for it. I'm not too terribly worried about it. I'm trying to get a look over here at some of these here chats coming in. I don't even know where the mouse is. Let me go back up a little bit, take a gander and see. You folks are chatting it up today. I can't quite make all of them out, but looks like I saw Joe Fix It For You was in here. Evelyn Newman was in here. Let's see. We got Texas Raider. Howdy, Chris. Got Linda Peterson. Howdy, ma'am. Scroll on down. There's Heather. Howdy, Heather. How are you doing? Hope all you folks up that way are hunkered down for sure. Evelyn Newman. James Hall. Howdy, sir. See, going down here a little more. Joe Jacobson. Texas Raider. James Hall. There's 9 Acre Family Farms. Dale and Nana. How are you folks doing? Hope y'all folks are doing well. Man, if I needed another truck, I'd snag that little Ranger. Ha! The little Rangers. I put my oldest son went through 2. He didn't go through them. He had one perfect. And if that kid didn't tear that one up, there wasn't nothing that could tear it up. But he got smart and he wanted to sell it to get him another vehicle. Well, and back in the day when those things were a hot item, which I'm sure they still are because they're so reliable. But that sucker sold out from under him just as fast as we put an ad out. And then where the vehicle he wanted to go get, the old boy, it was one of his friends, but the old boy, once his grandpa found out who bought him that truck, said, "No, sir, we ain't selling that truck." So that deal fell through right quick. Boy, I let my son learn a lesson off that one. He should have kept the one he had, but we wound up finding him another one. It wasn't quite as good and durable as the one that we had originally, but still, it lasted him. Then we gave it to Tristan, the middle one here. He went through it till finally it was time to get him something else. Had to break down and get him something else. So yeah. I'm wearing the black one. I didn't even think to tell you folks. Didn't even notice I'm wearing that black hat. Yeah. Pooch is feeling a little mischiefy, probably. But Pretty made it in here. But anyway, those Ford Rangers, you can't tear them things up. So I'm sure if it ain't already gone, Dale, it will be soon. What's Pretty do? You wasn't trying to call me a minute ago, were you? Oh, so my phone was ringing over there. I didn't know who it was, but I figured it might have been you saying, "I'll be there in a minute."
Well, I just got back from Hale.
I told him you had to go get the dog some chow.
Yeah, but I left like at 5:15, 5:20. It is now 7:08.
What was going on? Everybody trying to buy their crap for the storm?
Yep. And not only that, but the lines to check out.
Yeah, I'd have dropped everything and said dogs are going on an involuntary hunger strike tonight.
It was wrapped all the way from the entrance all the way back past customer service. And people were like, I guess everybody's getting ready for tomorrow, whatever. And I was like, all I need is dog food. That's all I need.
No way.
And when I left there, I mean, of course it's crowded. People are trying to zoom in, zoom out, park, honking at you.
Oh, you know what that had made me do?
Put it in park.
I'd have threw it in park.
Yep. And then pulling out, there was a huge wreck. It hasn't even iced, has not even rained. It hasn't done nothing. The roads are dry. A big, huge wreck. Somebody crashed into one of the crossing poles, whatever, light poles. Then, so I sat there for a good, I don't know, about 30 minutes. And then I'm driving home. And then that one spot, Nikki D, another wreck. And
there's always one there.
Your brother-in-law, Mondo, called and wanted to make sure I was okay because there was another wreck exiting off 35. Yeah.
God.
So nobody knows how to drive.
That's typical around here in Texas. It hadn't even iced over yet. And there's already wrecks. All these igmos. But I was going through the list. I was telling them all about baby having to go get the dog some chow. I was telling them how I've gone through this bucket of peanut brittle. And that's good stuff right there. And I was going through the list and I got down to Dale and Nana back up there telling them about the Ford Ranger.
What about it?
They got one they're putting up for sale. And I was like, those are good trucks. If I needed it, I'd snag that sucker.
I need it. I might snag it.
Does
it run well? And what's the deal? What's the problem? What's the issues?
Oh, they're all top in FBC, but I was further at the top probably. I was trying to get through all the folks that were in here.
I just want to let you know what I went through to get the dogs some food. So I don't want to hear anything from them. And
well, you know you're going to hear something from them.
The other thing,
because it ain't what they want to eat,
is, and I'm going to go back and read the comments. But the other thing is, I don't think Lisa and Jesse are on here, but in case they watch, even if they don't,
got their candles.
Got the candles in. Got some new scents. Tumbleweed is leather and vanilla. Smells so good. But Jesse's
this
favorite
Copenhagen smells good too.
No, it doesn't. Jesse likes Nordic, which is a cinnamon leather vanilla. So there's that. And Jesse had also, I guess, shout out to Jesse and Lisa Lazy Days. If anybody has issues getting dizzy, so I don't really know what the underlying issue is with me. There's something going on, but
I'll show it in the camera.
I remember when I was, it's called Dizzy Stop. You can get it off of Amazon if you're having ear problems. Babe, you need to make 9 Acre Family Farm a what do you call them?
Get the chat in yours and I'll do it off yours. My phones are over there.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh,
talking about Dizzy Stop.
Yeah, I remember Jesse a few months ago was having issues with being dizzy. I think it was his ear, and he was what do you call that?
Vertigo.
Yes, can't think of nothing. Vertigo. And it's right here on the bottle. But I was having issues. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but it keeps coming back. But this is all natural. It's non-drowsy. It's vegetarian capsules. They're like all natural. Where's the ingredients? Let me tell you.
Now they are. Dale and Nana, 9 Acre Family Farms is now a moderator.
Sweet. Oh, like rice flour. I don't know what that word. There's a couple words. I'm not sure exactly what. One is the capsule, and then the other is something. But it contains no gluten, soy, wheat, milk, eggs, no fish, no shellfish, no tree nuts, no peanuts. It's called Dizzy Stop, and it really works.
It work?
Yeah.
Hey, this
now it's only. I have to take. You have to take it like 4 times a day.
Oh, this is gluten free.
Take it 2 capsules. 4 times a day.
What's Pretty got right there? What are
those? These, it's all I had time to grab them. They're called Nerd.
Nerd Nuggets?
No, not Nerd Nuggets. Look at them, y'all.
They look like a Nerd Nugget.
They're called Nerd. What are they called? There you go. Look. It's got some like jelly in the middle of it, like some
I don't know what kind of candy that is, but
it's good.
Yeah, man, that's
what I've been doing.
I barely got in here and got our Christmas glee off the walls.
It wouldn't have mattered if it was still on. People know.
And people'd be like, "It ain't Christmas yet," but I got it off, so that's cool. Now I just need to figure out what kind of new display we need. We need some kind of new display. Because we're running the same old stuff back here. Although that's country.
Yeah, but
and Pooch likes his country. It is. I got to have that, though. You never know. You never know when Pooch might. He very rarely does, but Pooch might need to. Ding, you know. That's seldom. That's a Copenhagen cusp, too, actually. Hard to find.
We didn't ask your permission, Dale, but we just decided that you say hi to everybody. We thought we'd just give you a wrench.
There's a lot of responsibility in being a mod sometimes. I'm mods in a few, but I failed. Anyway. I'm too busy watching, but thank you, Dale. Appreciate you.
Thank you for accepting the award.
Yeah, you were just handed that one.
Okay, let me go to the top and say hi. Did you already say hi to everybody up here?
I got to Dell and Nana up or 9 Acre Family Farms is when about you came in. So I hope, and
Well, now
maybe
it's
we'll
not
catch
going
you now.
down, so I don't know what's going on. Look at it.
What?
Look at.
Look at what?
Nothing.
Yeah, let's get on down and make sure we didn't miss. But I got a few up
There's
until the
9
beginning.
Acre. Okay.
Yeah. And got James. Howdy.
Got Linda Peterson, Heather.
Pretty can
Hi,
catch
James.
up with me.
Dale and Nana. Hi, Arlene.
Hi, Arlene. I didn't get to her yet. There's
Melinda
Troy
Dobson. And yep, Troy Sutton.
How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well.
Says he's still in the hospital, but how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's the update?
Dang it. I'll have to get in touch with him and maybe just chat with him a little bit on
Shades
the
of
horn.
Gray.
Shades of Gray. I still got Troy's stuff over here waiting for him to get home. I can send him.
She says it's snowing like crazy there. Where do you live? Shades of Gray. I forget. I know you told me, but
wonder. I've already discussed all of what we're kind of expecting around here, which I don't think's much. And I hope not. But y'all are shut down already.
No.
Lucky. So that means you're not going to work in the morning, huh?
Not tomorrow. I'll be working from home. But... Hey, Beth. BNS Odyssey.
How are you doing, ma'am?
And hey, MD Homestead.
Mike and Terry. Howdy, folks. They'll be following us up here shortly.
There's Lori. Lori's prepping for heaven.
Howdy, Lori. How are you, ma'am? I'm ready for tomorrow night is the Orange Bowl.
Hi, Evelyn.
And then Friday night is the Cotton Bowl. And of these 4 teams, Penn State, Notre Dame, are Texas that plays Ohio State Friday will be in the national championships.
Hey, there's Linda Okie Dokie.
Well, how did Linda Okie Dokie?
Joe Jacobson.
How did Joe? And y'all know I'm rooting for Hook 'em Horns.
There's Chris, Texas Raider.
Yep. Caught Chris a little earlier as well.
Let's see. MT Homestead says they're saying anywhere from 1 inch to 8 inches. So they're just guessing and throwing out numbers to cover all this. Yeah, that's what they said here too.
We're probably going to get a bunch of rain or wet snow or whatever. And if it drops down into the 20s, like they say, it'll probably leave a little thin layer of ice, but all that pre-treating there hopefully it won't affect nothing. But usually it doesn't bother Pooch. I'm usually first on the scene. So that's what me and my brother like to do. We're first on the scene.
Hey, Kevin, hiking with Jackie Boy.
Howdy, Kevin.
You can just stop by to say hi real quick. He is out to dinner with Joanne.
Good deal. Appreciate you, Kevin. We'll be seeing you here in a couple weeks. Can't wait to go camping.
Lori said she can't keep up and she's sorry if she missed you and she still loves you all. Heather said, nice hat.
Thank you, Heather.
Everybody.
I normally don't wear felts, but I had to get this one out for tonight.
Why?
Just to get it out because it's winter.
There's Leanne Gunther.
Even though it makes no difference to me if I wear a straw or a felt, just figured I'd get it out and wear it.
Juno Acres.
Howdy, folks. Going? Juno Acres. Hope you folks are doing well. Mike and Terry again. We'll probably get down into the comments that we were chatting about.
Dell said it was stupid there last weekend. My goodness, y'all. It was ridiculous at the store. Really. I was like, wow, what is happening?
Yeah, I covered Pretty.
Hey, My Alaska.
Hey, My Alaska. I covered Pretty because I was really wanting some chicken and dumplings. And I thought I would have had to go to the store to get the stuff, but I wasn't about to go in there knowing what was taking place. So I hooked them to Rosa's Taco and got tacos for Pretty and Pooch along with our HTO.
Juno Acre says it's crazy the weather in Texas. It's supposed to be worse than in Oklahoma. Hey, there's heard that.
Hey, heard that. How are you, ma'am? Julie
says just a pinch between the cheek and gum.
That's right. That's an old Walt Garrison saying, isn't it, Dale? Just a pinch between your cheek and gum to give you that long-lasting tobacco flavor without lighting up. Walt Garrison and Earl Campbell, but they dipped that skull.
Chris said, Dale, I think Pretty wants that Ranger. Well, what kind of condition is it?
Look pretty straight, little short bed, 4-cylinder, I think. 4-speed, 5-speed. Gas mileage.
Hey.
I could use it.
No, I want it. I said I wanted it.
Why?
Because I need it.
I wouldn't mind snagging it just to have it as a backup.
No, I need it. Bill said, I have a friend named Pooch.
I got a friend named Bill, too.
Oh, good. Dale says he's honored to have a little ranch.
There you go. Appreciate it. Yeah, fill us in on that. I think he said he wanted, if I ain't mistaken.
Oh, thanks, Lynn.
I think Dale said 1900 too. I don't know what he was talking about, but I did hear that out of his video this morning when him and Nana were working on it. What's
wrong with it?
Well, nothing. It's just been sitting there parked, and it's their sons, roosters, and he's off somewhere chasing Hyde. And so the truck was left there.
Wait, what does chasing Hyde mean?
Chasing the women.
Oh, sad. They're getting rid of his truck just because he's chasing the women. Oh, okay. Shades of Gray lives in Northwest Ohio. Ooh, Dale and them are eating some shrimp, sausage, and chicken jambalaya.
Oh, man, I bet that's good too. But yeah, anyway, it'd been sitting there parked. And so Dale and Nana got out there, raised the hood, going to get it started, get it ready, prepped to post it wherever they post to put it up for sale. But they had to do some maintenance on it to get the rat's nest that had piled up underneath the hood because it had been setting. They had to jump the battery, but it started right up. I did see and hear that. As soon as they turned the key, it fired up.
Oh, I need to look at it. Julie says the schools are closed in her area. And hey, Happy Hunter says we are supposed to get 4 inches here in North Carolina.
Dale, drive that truck down here to me.
Hi, Dana Mason. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, hi, Dana.
Hey, Paul. We have not seen
up, Paul?
PSV Odyssey in forever.
Paul's busy.
He said he was out stocking up on supplies.
Part of the crowd out there. Paul's out there catching all those beautiful morning sunrises, and he's up and at it early in the mornings.
There's Southwest Living with Val.
Hi to Val.
Who else?
Man, had no questions that come up in there yet. Somebody's bound to want to know something. And they got to ask Pretty or ask Pooch. So far, and I'm assuming.
Hey, heard that outdoors. Randy.
Yep, there's Randy. How are you folks doing?
Hey, Solar DIY Hobby and Reviews.
Yep, there he. Hey, I know what he's out doing. He's out setting up satellites somewhere.
Is that Mark?
How you doing, Mark? Yep. He's feeding. Man, too bad you aren't coming down here and feeding the longhorn, the cotton bow.
What were you going to say to Randy? When I said, hey, there's Randy. And you said, I
was probably talking about something before that. Till Randy come in.
Christy Betts is here.
Hi to Christy.
Paul says chicken and dumplings is royalty food.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is. And I sure am craving some. I'm probably, if I can sneak in there tomorrow, I'll get us some to make. Baby hungry for chicken and dumplings?
Now that you said that.
Well, maybe.
We need to go get them tonight.
I ain't going nowhere tonight.
Sunday night, a tornado bounced over us to get up Monday morning snow. Oh, my gosh, that's crazy. Wow. Ooh, Julie made dumplings on Monday.
Man, I'm craving that bad. And I really wanted to go get them today, but I was like, I'm not going nowhere near no store.
If you would have walked in, I'd
have hit the parking lot and drove by it when I saw the parking lot.
Bourbon and Beyond Outdoors is here. Says, hello, all.
Bourbon and Beyond.
Welcome
Interesting.
in.
Good shot of bourbon's pretty good every now and then.
Hey, my wild home. I
My
haven't seen
wild
you guys
home,
in
yeah.
forever.
Hope y'all are doing well.
Troy said to message him when you get a chance.
I sure will, sir.
The weather in Texas is going to be worse than in Alaska.
God.
Bill. Who
Hey,
knows?
you never
I'll
know,
tell you
though.
what, today it didn't seem like it was going to do anything.
No,
It was so
hit,
warm.
What, 39?
Yes.
So it wasn't bad, but you know, of course, right off the bat, Monday, when this cold snap hit, I did have a fire sprinkler system burst that I had to get fixed. But you know, luckily it didn't blow water everywhere. It was on the dry system. So yeah, I just got to work 7:15, 7 o'clock. No, it was 6:45 in the morning. And I turned my computer on to set up. I'm sitting in my office, and about that time I hear and like you hear the pipes rattling when it happens. And I knew exactly what it was. Got up, walked outside to where that drip drum was, and sure enough, it blew out that cock valve to, drain those drip drums. So, typical. Next thing I'm waiting, and I've already turned the water off in some of those outdoor areas. So, probably have frozen water pipe too when that water comes back on. We'll see.
So it is a 1999 V6 automatic transmission, 2-wheel drive.
V6.
I need it. I need it.
Yeah. I kind of like those things. I need it too, actually.
No, hey, Southwest Living with Val says she needs the truck. It's mine. Oh, he wants 3,000.
3,000. I don't know where
that is.
I don't know where I heard that 1900. Then
I need to look
that's
at the video
not bad
and
though.
look at it.
I could have swore I heard 1900 though. But
maybe you heard it was in 1999.
It might have been. That might have been what I heard.
Mark said his 1995 Mitsubishi with the 85 horsepower tow package is a 5-speed stick.
Yeah, the ranch truck. Yep.
It's good to see you too, Heather. Thank you for coming in.
That hauls that solar chuck wagon around.
Hi, Neil.
Man, he's been adding some wattage to that thing too, Mark has. I saw some of the panels he got again for it. I'm assuming those are going to be for it.
You didn't say hi to Treasure Hunter Neil.
Hi to Neil. How are you, sir?
Bill
Hope you and Beth are doing all right.
This time of the year, I can sleep in and still catch the sunrise at 9:30 a.m. Lucky.
Yeah, sleeping in.
Dana says, hey, everyone, getting ready to go back to Georgia Sunday. A lot of testing next week. What kind of testing?
Uh-oh, yeah.
While we're talking about testing, and then I thought about Tim, but I need major prayer for my brother, my big brother. So he went in, some of you guys know that he has cancer. There was a mass behind his intestines, and it's in a place where they cannot do, it's inoperable. It's an inoperable tumor. And it's also in a place where they cannot do radiation because of where it is. It's just in a very dangerous place.
Too close to the organs.
So they can't do radiation. So they'll start chemo tomorrow, but they also did a PET scan and found another mass next to it. So I don't know. I can't really talk about it because it makes me very upset, but just please pray for him. Just pray for him, please.
His name's Mark.
Yes, his name is Mark. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Dink and Tank.
Dink and Tank. How are you folks?
Chris said 9 Acre Family Farms, that price includes delivery to Pretty, right? Heck
yeah.
That's nice.
Well, I'd snag that sucker in a heartbeat.
Oh my goodness. I need to look at the video.
Yeah.
All of the schools in the area are closed because the temperature is above 32 and rainy. The roads are a sheet of ice. Ooh.
That's what they've done here in Texas already. And they don't even know what's happening, if we're going to get anything or how bad it. They've shut school down tomorrow and Friday, and they just went back this week.
That's exactly right.
And they've already.
Thanks for subscribing, Bourbon and Beyond.
Oh yes,
Welcome
thank you.
in.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
They've already called school for the last 2 days of the week here because of that. That's ridiculous. We didn't get called out for that, did we?
In fact, our school district was always the last one if they were called, and pretty much never were. But they were pretty smart to wait, because I'm not saying anything against the weatherman, but kind of like, was it MT Homestead that said they were saying anywhere from 1 inch to 8, you know.
But you remember the one year, I think we were freshmen in high school, when it was so cold that the gas that ran the heat in the buildings had froze up or something. And you don't remember that, where we were in school and
I barely
it was
remember
so
my
cold.
name.
And then they decided to let us out about 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30. And, you know, then the fun began, but I won't say what I went and did when we got out.
Oh my Lord. Chrissy Betts said chicken and dumplings is such a comfort food.
Oh yes. I miss my mama's. She made cornmeal dumplings. Man, those things, cornmeal dumplings. I ain't found nobody that makes cornmeal dumplings, but those were so good. I wished I could make them.
Your mammy doesn't make them?
Not my mom. No. Oh, mammy don't make them. She'd probably try.
So it was her mom that made them?
No, it was my dad's mom.
Oh.
God, those were good. Cornmeal, chicken, and dumplings.
You are not even lying, Randy. It was, I don't even know. I should have got dog food yesterday when I thought about it, and then I forgot about it. Oh my goodness. Mark says he is linking gymnastics in Oklahoma City on Saturday. Ooh, I love gymnastics.
Yeah. Gymnastics is fun to watch.
Thank you, Heather, for the prayers.
Yep.
Hey, there's Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. How are you, sir?
He said it hasn't been above freezing in 3 days there.
And poor Johnny, I believe he's camped out with the cows, making sure he keeps the water and all busted up for him. Oof. And I don't know, I haven't seen, but I think he's expecting calf too. So he's got to be there to watch that. Oof. But he was camped out in his camper out there with the camper, or with the cows with the livestock.
That's a great farmer.
Yeah, he is.
That farming's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Randy said that Julie makes the very best chicken and dumplings. Yum. How about ship some over to us?
I can make a pretty good batch myself.
Everybody had to get everything for French toast. MT Homestead said everybody had to get everything for French toast.
That's Micro Terry.
Yeah, Micro Terry.
Speaking of them, did y'all see his video the other day? Him jacking with the skunk. God.
No, I could hear him.
I
heard him.
I could watching that and seeing what he was going through. I could smell it, and my gut was wrenching from it too. I don't know how he went in there to retrieve that sucker, but good Lord.
Hey, Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse.
Howdy, Brian. Be sure and follow up after MT Homestead, because Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse will be following Mike and Terry. 9 o'clock.
You know what? Why are people... Okay, here's what I was thinking earlier, and then I'll show you guys that were late coming in what I have. But, you know, there was that big, huge wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if I can do this. So here's one light. Okay. There's a light right here. You know, cars this way, at the intersection, right?
Yeah.
I'm here. Here's the light. I need to turn left. People were needing to cut. Okay. And the cars are all piling up because there's a big old wreck over here. So, you know, I turned left and my tail wasn't sticking out, but
somebody honk at you?
Yes. And I'm like, I can't go anywhere.
Is that kind of like me and you when we were up there and the fire truck and stuff with ambulance was coming and blaring the horn? And
that was different. That was, well, I mean, yeah, you can't get
there was
anywhere.
Nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to go anywhere anyway, because the traffic going their way was, I'm not north, south, east, west, but going their direction was piled up. And my tail was barely sticking out. But if I hadn't gone, like I sat through 2, maybe 3 red lights when I got to the very front. I was already sitting through red lights way back here. There's nowhere to turn. So I thought, if this is going to be the next light that I sit through is going to be my fourth red light.
And you're not going to go nowhere then either, probably.
Right. So I thought,
I'm
just
getting in there.
Yeah, I got to get in there because people behind me are going to start honking. So here's the light. I'm turning left. Of course, you got cars coming this way. My tail was barely sticking out.
And some fool had to lay on the horn.
Yes. And I'm like, I wanted to
throw it in park.
No. I wanted to kindly, I don't like any kind of road rage or anything, but kindly get out of my car and very nicely, tink, 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 knock on, window, have them roll the window down. And I was just going to very nicely say,
where am I going?
Where would you like for me to go? And why are you honking? That's all I want to know. Like, you don't have to get upset. I'm not upset. You don't have to get upset. I just would like an answer to those two questions. Why are you honking? I have nowhere to go.
Neither do you.
Exactly. Neither do you. I've sat through
umpteen lights.
And I had to get out here. Eventually, we are both going to move. But if I sat where I was sitting, I'd be there all day.
You'd be blocking me next. And you wouldn't be going nowhere. And then I'd be honking the horn at you.
I wouldn't honk because there's nowhere to go.
Well, I know, but still.
I don't understand why people have to be so just...
They're impatient. They got to get there first. They got to get...
rude.
They got to get in there and get there first. It doesn't matter about nobody else. That's what they think. They don't care. It's all about me.
I guess. I mean, but like, look ahead, look and see that I honestly can't go anywhere. There's no need.
I get you, but they don't. Yeah. I'm the same way.
Oh my gosh. Lori
But I'm coming out there regardless.
So I was just going to very nicely tap on the window and just say,
hi, Lori.
Hi. I just wanted to, okay, gotcha. Scans and colonoscopy meet with oncologist and surgeon. Thank you for your prayers, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. If it's, I don't know how often I'll be on here, but depending on how he's doing, thank you, Ryan and Melody. Thanks, everybody. I don't know how much. It depends on my mood, honestly. How ivermectin and cancer. Lots of evidence that ivermectin kills cancer. I have to look that up.
But you know how stingy they are with that stuff. They don't want to give it out.
Yeah. People are dying with COVID.
Yeah. They don't want to dose. They don't want to dose nobody with that stuff for some reason.
I was lucky. I got a dose of it.
Yeah.
And I had COVID bad. Like, I still have problems smelling and tasting. Like, interesting. I'm going to tell my brother.
Yeah. Tell him, tell his doc to get ivermectin.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to try. I'm going to screenshot your comment, Bill, because I
want to share it.
Yeah.
You never know. Could be a cure-all too, just because they probably know it is, but they're not going to dare put it out there.
Exactly. It's crazy.
And the way insurance companies are, and after that United Healthcare CEO getting taken out, and there's a whole whirlwind of trouble going on in the insurance companies now because they're realizing people are fed up with all their claim denials and all their money and charges and crap, and you can't even get treated. People getting their claims or when you go to doctors that manage your health and they submit to the insurance company, this is what I suggest the treatment to be. And then the insurance companies tell them, no, we're not going to cover that. We're not.
What? Yeah. What is up with that?
It's ridiculous. It's all about money in their pockets.
Because there was somebody else. Oh my gosh.
And we pay
that
out
said
the
their
butt.
Stuff is getting denied left and right.
Yeah. And we pay major bucks to have healthcare insurance and coverage. And yet what's the use of it if you're not going to pay or cover anything?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't either, but the American people are catching on and getting fed up with it. So all these big healthcare insurance companies are starting to get scared, and who knows? Trump's liable to do something about it when he gets in office, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's
Big
just
pharma.
what I don't understand, and I'm sure what others don't understand either, is the fact that people that have illnesses and no insurance, and
Yeah.
people that are ill and have insurance, like you can't even afford the medication.
Yeah.
Like with cancer treatments, like a certain pill is like so many $1,000 and you have to have it once a month. And it's like, I want to know how much it costs to manufacture that one pill. Somebody needs to do the research.
Well, look at
We
how
need to
many
find
different
out.
brands there are of it to it. Your generic brands. I mean, we have insurance, but when it comes to medication, I don't use my insurance to go get it. I use GoodRx because I get it cheaper through GoodRx than I would if I was using my insurance. So I'm like, pfft.
And so, aside from the dentist, so my daughter needs to find a dentist, and she doesn't have health insurance or medical insurance because it's too expensive for kids. I mean, when you're barely making it and you're making more than minimum wage, but you're barely making it because rent to apartments is like paying a house. It's like paying a mortgage, like barely making it. Like they're paying their bills. She's paying her mortgage. She's paying her car. She's paying her insurance. She's paying her cell phone, buying food, which we all know groceries
Living.
are outrageous. Yeah. Just trying to live.
Yeah.
And so she can't afford medical insurance, but she needs to go to the dentist. And, there's no payment plans. If you want to try to get some sort of dental credit, you have to have good credit. And because of the 2020 layoffs and
Oh yeah.
what do you call them, their jobs where you don't have to be you guys had to stay open because y'all were
what, essential?
Yes. So non-essential. Can't think of anything, y'all. My brain. Not since she's non-essential, their doors closed. And so she ran up, like a lot of people, I'm sure, but don't want to say, and that's totally fine. She ran up her credit cards because she had to live and they were non-essential and nobody was getting anything. And it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. And the fact that you pay so much for insurance and then you still pay this hefty deductible.
Yeah.
And then
you have to meet the deductible, and it's just crazy. I mean, I met the deductible when you pull it out of my payroll.
Yeah.
All year. What did I spend this $6,000 for? What? I don't even go to the doctor anyway.
It's terrible.
Speaking of doctors, that was one thing that I got straight with my doctor just not too long ago, because I needed refills for my blood medication, high blood pressure and cholesterol and all that 9 yards. Well, she decided I needed to come see her. I was like, I was just in there last year. She goes, yeah, but I need to see you again before I can rewrite your prescription. And I was thinking, I thought we got this straight my first visit to you, because I'm only going to come in there once a year. And I'm going to come in there the once a year that my insurance covers the full physical for me, blood work, all that stuff. And she goes, because I'm not coming back until this time again next year. And so you put me on something. I'm coming to you, which I go to her next week, I think. We're going to run the whole spectrum again. I've been on this stuff for a year again since I first started it. Let's see how everything looks. If it looks good, keep me on it. Same treatment. And you'll see me again a year later, unless something crazy happens. But I'm not going to come in there every 6 months for a 15-minute visit and still have to pay you $115 or $75 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just to
to
say howdy.
Yeah.
No.
I hate that. I mean, I have to go, and so does my daughter because she's on anxiety medication, and you guys know, being ADD and all the things I'm on medication, and it's every 6 months you have to go, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm here, it's working, nothing's happened, nothing's changed. Like, I'll call you if something is changing. I'll call you if I'm feeling worse. I'll call
Yeah.
you if I need to.
Teledoctors are good now
Yeah.
for certain things.
And actually, that Good RX has teledoctors.
Yeah.
Caroline's actually used them. That's what I was getting. I can't remember. She uses the teledoctors on Good RX, which and they prescribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, they don't have obviously.
Yeah,
can't
certain
have dentists
things.
like that,
You're right.
but.
Right. But and Lord help if we ever needed something major, you know, where you got to meet that $6,000-7,000 deductible in order to have a procedure or surgery done. Man, I'm going to put that sucker off till the first of the year. I'm going to go get that procedure, and I'll put the $6,000-7,000 up then, and you can bet your ass I'm going to be getting all kinds of stuff done during that year because I've already met the deductible. So it's time to get everything done. I need surgery on this. I need surgery on that. I need all of it. And let's schedule it one, like Big Mike. Let's get that hip done. I'm going to be back. Let's get the other hip done. And I'm coming for my knee, and then I'll come for my other knee. And whoo, I'm all fixed up.
But it's sad for people that don't have the money to put up front. Like,
well, I know, but
they'll say you have to put this amount down in order for us to.
And that's just meet and part of your deductible. And there's only 80,
and there are some
20.
people that don't have that.
Well, no, I know.
Do you think that's a conspiracy
crazy
theory, and people just, or the insurance company, the government trying to weed people out, like kill people off? Or
yeah, it's all about money. All they want's money.
Okay, I need to get. We don't have much time. We're way behind on. So heard that outdoors. Randy says, "I miss the good old days when you had to watch for your school on the crawler on TV."
Me
morning.
too. I know, right? You had to wake up early to watch. You just know that I'm not going to school today.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad y'all's weatherman does great, Lynn. I hope ours does.
Yeah, I like that, Randy, myself.
Yeah, it was like a surprise when it was like, oh my gosh, our school. We don't have to go to school. Okay. Melody says, I know I'm going to get in big trouble for this, but what does a dumpling taste like?
Like a dip biscuit. Dough biscuit inside with chicken broth and chicken soup, shredded or chunks of chicken, white meat, or any, it doesn't matter if it's white or just chicken meat. Put in a big old pot and like soup. And
you're right, Christy Betts. A righteous man cares for his animals. That's exactly right.
And Johnny does that.
He sure
I'm
does.
sure all you folks out there that have animals do it. Yeah. If we had animals, we'd be doing it. That's why Pretty went to the store earlier to get chow for the dogs.
In the pot liquor, it's cooked.
In the what?
In the pot liquor, it's cooked in.
Huh.
The dumpling.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting my hands on a big old pot here in a day or two.
Oh no! So, Beth, are they going to remove, or what's going to happen?
Oh man, yeah, I knew she was making doctor's appointments too for Beth. Yeah.
Praying for you, Beth. Prayers for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dale.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes, it tastes like a biscuit.
Yeah, kind of like biscuit dough. Oh, hey, speaking of, there's old Mammy. Oh, Mammy.
No, you didn't do it right for the people.
Oh, Mammy. I saw old Mammy today. Old Mammy came in and brought some TVs to me. Soon I'm going to have old Mammy on the show with me. Old Mammy. That's going to be the name of the show, live. The Old Mammy Live.
Here's what's funny when you do that is your whole body gets, especially a shoulder. Like you have this, I wish I could do it. You have, I can't, I mean, I couldn't if I tried.
Because I do it from down in. I'm bringing it up through the.
Yes, because this one shoulder.
That's how I changed the tone in my, oh, Mammy.
Not that shoulder.
Oh, Mammy. Oh, Mammy.
No, now you're thinking about it too hard. You don't bring the shoulder, and it's like, oh, I can't. I don't even know y'all. Y'all saw it. Anyway, old Mammy says, Mama made cornmeal dumplings with leftover ham hock and ham.
Oh, yes. Mom, I know old Mammy remembers it. That's good eating right there.
Well,
Hey, Mom, I wonder if you can make that.
it can be sweet. We would make them with sweet and with sweet. We would make them sweet with sugar on top, a little bit of it sprinkled on it before it's cooked. Interesting.
I wonder if Sonny's somewhere in here watching now that I've said old Mammy.
Southwest Living with Val says our restrooms were out of order at the store. There was a sign on the door, and people would still come in and say, "Are your restrooms out of order?"
Yeah. Yeah. That happens.
Oh my goodness, people.
I have signs in the hospitals for restrooms that clearly state men and women, and people still can't figure it out. And then I had to put signs. Not only did I have them already on the side of the doors, I had to place signs on the door too, because it's too hard to figure out. My good Lord. You can go back and find it somewhere in Pooch's videos.
I'm done.
Back in there.
Christy says, so true. People will drive dangerously to pass you, then they end up stopped ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. And where'd you go, sucker?
Yeah.
You really got somewhere, didn't you? That's when I want to get out of the car and go knock on their window.
Yeah. Let's see. Bill says, too much money to be made treating cancer, zero money curing cancer. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Worth doing some internet research about ivermectin and cancer. I will most definitely. And that says it all right there. I know we're late into our go to the vet.
And if I come down with it one day, that's how baby's going to care for my cancer.
I can't call the vet and say, hey, can you give me some
Just go down to Russell Feed up there and tell him you need some horse ivermectin for the horse.
Yeah, but what's the dosage?
Well, we'll figure that out.
Call him. Anyways.
You have to give me shots and all.
There have been
the buttock.
Probably more than billions, trillions since everybody started doing research on cancer, and zero cure.
Yeah, no,
you're right. There's too much money being made.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance companies are controlling the doctors. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance companies are scams.
They're pissing a lot of doctors off too, actually. Those that are in the field to help people, and they're being denied that by the insurance companies.
Bill said insurance is a for-profit corporation.
Of course it is.
And Christy, you're right. It's all about greed.
Yep.
We need all the prayers for sure, Dinkin.
And I see plenty of it in the healthcare industry I'm in with emergency room and in doctors in emergency room. I mean, because they're working for a for-profit thing, and a lot of unnecessary stuff is done just to pad that bill. I've got on to my doctor before too for charging me for something they didn't do. I was like, I'm not paying that.
Oh my goodness, Dana. She says oh my gosh, that's my brother. Yeah. My brother just had his first one yesterday. One chemotherapy treatment is almost $30,000. If it wasn't for insurance and a grant through the hospital, we could not afford Tim's treatment. Therefore, and I'm not talking about just Tim, but therefore, what happens to the people that you cannot afford treatment? Like, that is outrageous. Who has $30,000 in case you might get cancer? Like, for one chemotherapy treatment.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculous.
James says they're making money hand over fist. Big pharma is tied into the medical industry, and all these people in our government are in their hip pockets. Yep. This is how they can retire millionaires.
Well, look at the government people. They get free health care for life just because they served in a congressional or politician position. And why do you think a lot of them want to sit in that post for their lifetime? Because they ain't having to pay or do nothing. And they get all that free health care and benefits and their pay. They get their pay for the rest of their life. We got one that's in the White House now that ain't done nothing.
Okay, we're not getting political.
In his
Dana
life.
Mason says if they didn't have insurance, his Love Knox blood thinners, that would cost almost $6,000 a month. Dinkin Hank says, by the grace of God, I'm over 6 decades and haven't been to a doctor since the birth of my last son for anything. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ is right. Praise God. Wow, what's going on? What's the secret? That's true, Val. You can heal yourself by changing what you eat.
I don't go to the doctor either.
Hey, Derek Fowler came in at 7:45.
What's up, Derek?
Wow.
How are you, sir?
Dell said that his dad said it cost $1.5 million last year for his chemotherapy.
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
And see, that's, I mean, unless you come up with something that it's totally consuming and affecting your body. And I'm pretty in tune with myself, but knowing me, if there was something, and it's going to take a lot for me to go to the doctor anyway, but I wouldn't want to know if I had something terrible disease or something. I'm just going to live until it takes me or whatever. I'm saying
it's outrageous. The money. Let's see, Melanie Ryan. In Canada, we don't pay a single thing, but we also don't get a doctor for years either. People end up on a wait list, so they have to leave the country. 6 of 1.5 dozen of the other.
dang if you do, dang if you don't, huh?
Dinkin Tank said lobbyist and not talking hobby.
Yeah. Exactly.
Val says your anxiety is caused by the foods you're eating, and a pill is not going to cure it. You have to change what you're eating. I eat very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's too late for me to stop taking my anxiety medication. I mean, we're already old, so
Yeah.
if I have something, I have it. But I have changed what I've eaten, and I'm very healthy. Exercise all the time. Really watch what I eat. I don't know. I wonder if I tried to stop. I don't know what would happen. What do you think?
I think it'd
My
catch
brain
up
is
with you.
already-
Yeah, I think it'd catch up with you.
I already have
Yeah.
issues. I have a lot of
I wouldn't
mental issues.
go jacking with what you've already got under control.
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of mental issues.
not that
Not
per se.
unstable
Yeah,
or anything
just
like that.
anxiety wise. And
Yeah, anxiety, my ADD.
Yeah.
It's awful even on the medication. Like,
yeah.
Anyway. Linda Peterson says, Pretty, I talked to my primary doctor. I'm the doctor there for myself. I am 4.5 hours away from him.
Huh.
Christy Betts says, I remember the doctor wanting me to get my sister down to the office to get blood pressure medicine to keep her blood pressure up when I had to have an ambulance to get her out of the house.
Wow.
Chris says, Pooch, the new $6 million man after all them surgeries.
Exactly. Hey, I've had enough of those already. I got all kinds of plates and screws in me.
Oh, pot liquor equals broth. Thank you. The old school saying. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm not too. Just have the chicken and gravy and skip the biscuit.
Man, you got to have that, especially if it's cornmeal. Golly, that would be so good. Cornmeal dumplings. I can taste it now.
Linda says she loves the way you do it, Poochie baby. It's so cool.
The old mammy.
Linda's a huge fan of that. Oh man.
Yeah, old man. Oh mammy. I need to record that and put it in my intros. Pooch here with old mammy. I can't wait to have old mammy in here. Actually, that's going to be a hoot.
Oh, Christine. She said she's guilty. She accidentally walked into a men's restroom once. She was so embarrassed.
Yeah, but that was an accident. I mean, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about accidents do happen.
Wow. But okay, well, I'm gonna. Wow, a lot of people were taking ivermectin.
Huh.
Okay, we probably need to go. What time is it? 8 o'clock.
Oh, shoot.
We got to go.
Scroll on down to the end there and let's make sure we don't miss something.
Sorry, meant treating your symptoms. Wow, that's amazing. Hey, Suburban Homesteader Y through AZ says, hi, kids.
Howdy.
How are you? Welcome in.
Suburban Homesteader.
Glad
Appreciate
you're
you joining
here.
us. Thank you.
Christy, I know, Christy. I know.
And for all you folks that are in here still, if you ain't hit that like button for us, please do. Please hit that like button.
Wow, that's amazing. 39 years she hasn't been to the doctor.
That's me. I'd like to be like that. That's my goal. I'm not going to the doctor no more, babe.
I think I'm going to be done.
Going to the doctor too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Only thing is, though, me on this, I mean,
hey, Flatland Reacts.
I don't know what kind
welcome
of.
in.
Yep. Welcome in. Flatland Reacts. Thank you for joining us. But I can tell if I miss a few days of my blood pressure.
I think mine, for my medicine, it's because I've been taking it for years, like 11 years. And I have actually, you know, I know what addicts mean when they say they feel sick, because I have actually tried to
get off,
but not with the medical assistance. I just tried to stop taking it, which I know I shouldn't have. I know already, but I was like started having flu-like symptoms for days, and I was
reactions
like, screw
to
it.
not having it in your system.
Yep. Thanks, Linda. I know we went over a little bit. Suburban Homestead Y through Z. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in, Flatland.
Hit that like and subscribe. We'd love to see you again.
You're right, Christy. I believe that PTSD is absolutely
real.
Of
course.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
No Cancer Loves Sugars. I need to go to, hey, I'm going to go check out Val's channel and see if she talks about any of this stuff. I need to go on there. All right. Thanks, everybody. We love you guys. Thank you for letting us know. Have a great night, Peter. Old Man King Homestead. Baby, Peter. Real fast. Who's coming on now? What's ongoing?
Well, happening? Mike and Terry of the MT Homestead's coming up their own right now. We're stepping on their toes a little bit. And then following them will be Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Be sure and go check him out. And wrapping it up tonight will be Peter at Old Man King Homestead. Y'all go see him. This is last show of the night. And pray for Pretty's brother, Mark. Please. And pray for all of those out there. Tim and Dana Mason got y'all in the prayers.
Yes. Dale's daddy,
Dale and Nana. All you folks. If you need prayers, be sure just drop it and let us know. Happy to pray. But yeah, go check these other folks out. We got to get out of here so they can do their thing too. Appreciate it. Love you.
Stay warm and stay safe and well. And I'm not going to the doctor ever again.
Me neither.
Love y'all.
Everybody needs a friend named Pooch. They call me Pooch.
Everybody needs a little pretty in their life.
And she's my pretty. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Bye. No doctors.